This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. Whether you're starting a new routine or making picks for the first time, trying something new can be hard, but in life and on Prize Picks, it always feels good to be right. With the high-pressure playoff matchups every weekend and elite hoops action every night, the action never stops on Prize Picks. Let's take control. Football season is winding down, but the fun on Prize Picks is just getting started. Playoff push. After this week, Drake May, all damn day, man, 90% completion, 5 touchdowns, more. New feature alert, Prize Picks has early payouts. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you may now have the option to cash out early, winnings before the game even finishes. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on at least 2 player stats. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. Download the Prize Pick app today. Use code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us. What a very exciting game. One of the best games all year long. If we can get about 5 or 6 playoff games like this, and like we got with the Rams in Seattle, Ocho, we got something really, really special brewing for the playoff this year. Y'all know who I am. I'm your favorite Unc, and that is my partner and co-host, Liberty City's own Bengals Ring of Fame honoree. He's very excited. His team won today. A former Pro Bowler and an All-Pro. That is Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Both quarterbacks in tonight's game put on a performance for the ages. Brock Purdy, 24 of 33, 303 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. He also used his legs, scored 2 touchdowns with his legs. Caleb Williams, not to be outdone, 25 of 42, 330, 2 touchdowns. Luther Burton III had a showing, 8 catches, $138 and a touchdown. Colston Loveland had 6 for 94 and a touchdown, but Burton was injured on that last play of the game. We'll see by the time the show ends if we can get some updates and let you know what's going on with him. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
I appreciate you joining us. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit the like button and go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. We'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining us tonight. Know it's been a long weekend. You had the holidays, and guess what? You're here with us tonight, so we cannot thank you enough. If you're trying to check out Shea by Laportier and you cannot find it in a state or city near you, head over to LaportierCognac.com and just order you a bottle or 2. It is a premium VSOP cognac. Remember, we have the OG, which is the 750. We now have the 375. Same great quality, same great taste, same smoothness. It is a premium VSOP cognac. We believe we have the best tasting cognac on the market. Try it, compare it against others, and see what you think for yourself. Please drink responsibly and stay safe. Go follow my media company page on all of its platforms. That's Shay Media, and my clothing company, 84, with 84 being spelled out. That link is pinned into the chat. But first, the 49ers stay in the hunt for the home field advantage thanks to a 42-38 victory over the Chicago Bears. These are not the same Bears of the last 15 years. They are much improved. Thanks to the coach and thanks to the that quarterback and those weapons they surrounded him with. But Brock Purdy had himself a night tonight, 24 of 33, 303, 3 touchdowns. He had an interception. Christian McCaffrey says, hey, y'all know I'm still versatile. 23 carries, $148. He had a touchdown. Brock Purdy, 6 carries, 28 yards, 2 touchdowns. Ricky Pearsall, 5 for 85. Jake Tongs had 7 for 60 and a touchdown. Juwan Jennings, 2 for 42 and a touchdown. And Christian McCaffrey always going to show up in the stat sheet on the receiving end. 4 catches, 41 yards. But they made a great stand at the end of the ball game because Chicago was really they put him under the gun, Ocho. They put him under the gun.
Yeah.
But the difference was in this ball game is that every time the 49ers got the ball into the red zone, they put the ball into the end zone. They didn't kick any field goals, Ocho. Ocho,
Yes.
what did you
Yes,
like
sir.
about what you saw from this ball game?
Listen, obviously the way the game started off, Unc, and players need to understand. Purdy and Juwan Jennings, Unc, when I go 2 by 2, right, and you watch film,
Yes.
you go 2 by 2, first play of the game, 98% of the time, Jalen Johnson knows, okay, they're going slant flat. They're going slant flat right
Drag
away.
slant.
What does he do? He said, forget the quarterback. He didn't budge, Unc. He didn't do no read step. He didn't do nothing. He sat there. He jumped it. Boom. They jumped that. Touchdown on the first play of the game. 7-0 right there off the back.
Yep.
Outside of that, there was no defense played after that play.
They tried,
but there was no defense played after that play. Listen, this is one of the better games that I've seen in a very, very long time. There's another game that was like this that was very, very exciting. It was the Kansas City Chiefs. I forgot what year it was, Unc.
Oh, you talking about with the Rams?
Yeah, yes.
On that Monday night game?
Yes. This is almost similar to that. It was offensive juggernaut from both teams. Caleb Williams looks extremely good. I said it before the season started. This is not the same Bears. I understood how good Caleb Williams was and what would happen once someone with a creative mind like Ben Johnson got there and was able to utilize the tools that Caleb Williams has at his disposal. Brock Purdy. I'm not sure, Unc, if he continues to put performances like this together and string them together. No Trent Williams, no Debo. Brandon Ayuk's not there. Obviously, he still has Christian McCaffrey.
George Kittle was out.
George Kittle was out. Ricky Purcell played well. Hey, Unc, is it time to talk about Brock Purdy being in the elite conversation, or is it too soon yet?
No, it's not too soon. He's been in the league long enough, Ocho. There wasn't a defense, but you're talking about maybe 2 of the top 5 signal callers in all of football. You're talking about Ben Johnson, and you talk about Kyle Shanahan. And when you talk about great signal callers, you don't go very far without someone mentioning Kyle Shanahan. We know Josh McDaniel. We know Sean McVay. We know Andy Reid. But when you're talking about signal callers, you're gonna mention Ben Johnson. There's a reason why he got a head coaching job. We talk about Kyle Shanahan because the way he's gonna spread you out, and everybody. If you have a live number on, you can get the ball. Fullback, running back, tight end, second tight end, third tight end, first, second, third receiver. It does not matter. I love the way Chicago spread the ball around. Like 6, 7, 8 guys caught passes tonight. So who do you key on? Luther Burton showed that, okay, this is why they drafted me as high as they did. They did this without Rome Odunze. DJ Moore wasn't that involved. But you see Colston Loveland, Cole Kmet. Those guys played really, really well. It's going to be hard for when people ask, well, who you like in the NFC? I don't know. I really don't know, because you look at Seattle, you look at the Rams, you look at the 49ers, you look at Chicago. I feel any of these teams can go in the other team's building and beat their ass.
Absolutely.
If you don't play your best football on a given Saturday or Sunday, come playoff time, you're going home, especially in the NFC, because these quarterbacks can light you up.
And the funny thing you talk about is it's so hard to guess who out the NFC is going to be the one to go to the Super Bowl. It's going to come down to your defense. It's going to come down to the team defense, because we know what they can do offensively. Offensively, the quarterbacks you just named, Caleb Williams, Matt Stafford, Brock Purdy,
Sam Darnold, Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. Listen, the Eagles haven't looked the same, huh? The Eagles haven't looked the same.
They haven't.
Listen, last year, it was no question. It was out of shadow of a doubt. Offensively, the Eagles, you know what? They going to the Super Bowl. But listen, the NFC, I have no idea. I literally have no idea. They look really good. That goddamn Luther Burden, boy, you have arrived, son. But Luther Burden, you have arrived. And all you got to do now, is you got to keep stacking them.
Keep it going.
Just keep stacking them, game after game after game. They're gonna continue to get you involved. And damn near, honestly, next year he's finna be the number 1. Because we doing it week in and week out, every week showing up. I know he had a costly drop towards the end of the game, but I like him, boy. I like him, man. But
the Bears clinched the NFC North title last night thanks to the Packers' loss, while the 49ers clinched the playoff spot last week. Both teams are still in contention for the number 1 seed. The Seahawks right now possess the number 1 overall seed, and they're 13-3. The 49ers are a wild card. They're 12-4. The Bears are in the 2 slot at 11-5. The Eagles are in the 3rd slot at 11-5. And Carolina, Tampa will decide the playoff who wins the NFC South next week when they go head to head. They're 8-8. Go ahead, Ocho.
I can tell you this right now.
What?
Now, I'm not saying I'm not telling you I got the script, but I know what's going to happen. The Panthers are going to beat. The Panthers are going to beat the Bucs. I'm a Bucs fan. You know, I'm a Floridian, but I'm just saying the way the season is going, and as well as the Panthers have played all season long, they're going to beat the Bucs. It's a division game. They know each other very well.
Yep.
And I just know the edge is going to go to Carolina. And listen, if you're a bet man, listen to me now. And I'm telling you ahead of time. You know, some people are going to be mad. They're going to be upset that I said this, but the Panthers are going to win that game.
I think the thing is, and we're going to talk about this a little later. Excuse me. Baker hadn't played his best ball. You can't turn the football over. I don't care how well you throw it. If you turn the football over and you give teams put the ball in harm's way, bad things normally happen. But when you look at this ball game, this is the second game. I mean, go remember last Monday night, Ocho, against Indianapolis. We saw what Brock Purdy did. He had 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. He followed that up with another virtuoso, a 3 touchdown, 1 interception game. Christian McCaffrey, 23 for $140. They ran the ball 34 times, 200 yards. The first quarter took damn near 4 hours. I mean, I'm like, well, damn. Is the first quarter? Because I looked up, Ocho, it's still 10 minutes to go, and it's 14-14. I'm like, well, damn.
Yeah.
This was a very good ball game, and this is why quarterbacks look. You pray and you ask to God. You say, God, I won't ask you for anything else. If I'm an owner or general manager, I'm trying to get a quarterback. Lord, please let him pan out. And if he pans out, I won't ask you for anything else.
Anything else?
Hey, because you got a Caleb Wick. Hey, I want to know, Ocho, because last year when he wasn't playing that well, they talked about his fingernails being painted. Do they know his fingernails still painted?
Oh, yeah, they still painted. It wasn't nothing wrong with him. It wasn't nothing wrong with him.
But that's not what they said. He can't play. He take the fingernail polish off. He still got his nail painted. How he looking?
Oh, Unc, he looks phenomenal. He looks like one of the tier 1 quarterbacks in phenomenal. And hold on, too. Now, he done this all season long.
Yes.
This ain't no 1 game or 2 games or 3 game stretch. He's done this consistently all year long, and he's the difference for this franchise, and he's the face of it now.
Yes.
And that's something that the Chicago Bears haven't had for a long time. Something to be excited about. Something to go to the games about. And their identity, what used to be their defense, is now their offense because they have someone at the helm that can get it done week in and week out.
I sure hope they don't go to it because it's going to, everybody seems to want to get a dome stadium. So with the hopes of getting a Super Bowl, with the hopes of getting a Final Four, there's enough. There are too many teams already in the rotation. There are too many cities already in the rotation with nice weather. The Arizonas, the New Orleans, the Atlantas, the Miami, the Californias, the Miamis. There's enough. Yes. Chicago, you're going to lose a lot. Denver, you'll lose a lot adding a dome stadium. A part of it is the elements. You want to bring somebody in there when it's freezing cold. You want it to be 10 degrees below zero, and somebody comes from a warm weather and you beat hell out of them. But everybody wants to be dome, and I get it. You want to get a new state-of-the-art stadium, and we can entice. And the reason for the domes, Ocho, because you can have events year-round. When you're outside, ain't nobody going in no damn cold. I don't give a damn what type of stadium you got if it's cold outside. But when we got a dome, you can have a Taylor Swift or Beyonce. You can have a track to pull. And you, like they said, you can have a Final Four. Or you can have a bowl game and things of that nature going on. But I just think the thing is when I look at the Chicago Bears and I look at what they've done with Ben Johnson and you go out and you get Joe Tooney and you get Dahlman at center, Pro Bowl, Tooney, Pro Bowler, your guard, Pro Bowler. You look at what they've done to solidify it front to back. Now we're going to draft the Luther Burton. We drafted Rome Odunze last year. We got DJ Moore. We drafted Colston Loveland in the first round. We add him to an already Cole Kmet. Man, hey, what's the Walker? Johnny Walker. Chicago's going to be good. They're going to be good.
They're going to be good for a while.
For a while. That division is going to be tough for a while. Detroit, Green Bay, Chicago, San Fran, Los Angeles, Seattle. Boy, that's going to be a battle.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's going to be a battle. But this was a very, very interesting game. I knew it was going to come down to whoever had the ball last. But when San Francisco when they had to bow their backs, when they had to stand tall, they did it. They stood up. They kept them out of the end zone. Because if you let them in the end zone, you're losing this game.
Yeah.
You let them in the end zone, you're losing the game, Ocho, because there ain't going to be enough time left. Yeah. It's just not.
Shoot, what, with 4 seconds, 5 seconds on the clock?
Yep.
That was it. It was a wrap.
They ran the lateral, boot, hooked it to him, got it to him. They had to go down there and kill the clock, so I got one chance at the end zone. I got one chance. And give Robert Saleh his defense bend, but they didn't break. They gave up 440 yards of total offense. But, hey, Chicago's defense gave up 496 yards of total offense. But this game was a very exciting game. Look, I like these type of games, Ocho, because I'm an offensive player. If you're a defensive player, you hate it. The NFL loves it. More fans are like you and I, love people going up and down the field. As opposed to, man, I ain't trying to see no 13-10 ball game. That's not what they're looking for. Go ahead, Ocho.
No, that's it. No, you good. I didn't hit every point I could hit on that game, man. It was exciting. It was exciting.
Next Saturday, Ocho, at 4:30, you got the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for the division title on the line. Winner takes all. Somebody's going to the playoffs. Somebody's going home. And then you got the Broncos and the Broncos win. They're the number 1 seed. What other game is be interesting? Oh, Seattle travels to San Fran. That's a Monday night game, huh? That's Saturday? Oh, they got 2 Saturday games. Okay, they got 2 Saturday games, Ocho. My bad. They got the Carolina and Tampa at 4:30, and then you got Seattle, San Fran.
Ooh, hey, hold on. Hey, that Seattle, San Fran might look just like what we saw tonight.
It might. And then you got Sunday night, Ocho. The Ravens versus the Steelers.
Ooh. Oh, wait, that's for the AFC North, huh?
Winner take all.
That's for the AFC North. I like it.
Winner takes all. Those are the games that everybody's going to be locked in on. Look, the Broncos can sew up home field. The Patriots are going to be looking. The Patriots could possibly get that. The Jags play the Titans. So home field advantage there's a lot to be determined. Yeah. Seattle wins. Seattle's the number 1 seed throughout the playoffs. Who the Rams? The Rams got the Cardinals. So we got some games. And this is what the NFL wanted. Look, first of all, if you're out of the playoffs, don't nobody care a damn what you do anyway. You can sit whoever you want to. Go home if you want to. Just say we forfeit. But this is what the NFL wanted, because prior, Ocho, we had too many games where star players were sitting out, where we were resting, getting ready for the playoffs. We can't move up or down, so we just gonna stand pat. Now they have something on the line. Ain't no resting. So Saturday, you got Carolina, Tampa for the division in Tampa, and Saturday night you got Seattle, San Francisco. That could, because if Seattle wins, Seattle not only wins the NFC West, they also are the number 1 seed.
Right.
Gonna be some. Who does the Rams? Oh, the Rams. Who does the Rams play? Rams play tomorrow night, right? Yeah, we don't know who the Rams play. Well, we know they play Arizona, because that's a division game, so they got to be a division opponent. Oh, the Falcons. Okay, yes, that's right, the Falcons. Falcons. Ocho, remember we had this conversation. We had this conversation about Carolina. They had a 17-3 lead over New Orleans.
Yes.
And they let New Orleans come back and they nipped them and won the ball game 20-7. I say you might look back and say, you know what, this was the division right here. But still, Tampa has lost a couple of games down the stretch that made this thing a lot more interesting than what we thought it was, because Tampa was cruising right along, and the next thing you know, they slipped and bumped their heads, and they allowed the Carolina Panthers to get right back in this thing. What else we got? All right. Go to the next topic. Okay. We got a very special guest joining us. He's joining us. He's linking up as we as we speak right now. Here he is right here. It's time to welcome Texans wide receiver Jalin Noel. He caught a 54-yard touchdown yesterday in the win, the third-round pick out of Iowa State, the Cyclones. The Texans also drafted his teammate Jaden Higgins in the second round. You and Higgins became the second rookie duo in NFL history since 1938 to each score a touchdown reception of 40-plus yards in the same game. Now, when they look, we call plays in practice. You like, man, y'all ain't gonna call it. Man, y'all need to stop got me running all these deep ass routes. Y'all know y'all ain't gonna call it in the game. So you run it in practice, and all of a sudden you hear them dial it up in the huddle in the game. You like, what? You like? Okay, it was open in practice. I sure hope they play this coverage right now. Right now.
Oh yeah. I knew when they called the personnel what the play was gonna be.
Okay.
We've had to play for a little while, scheming them up, knowing what coverage they would be in. So when they called it, made the most of my opportunity, and the rest was history.
Hey, what is the experience like? You know, being a rookie, obviously going from college. Has the NFL been everything you thought it would be?
I would say there's some things that are definitely different. Um,
Mhm.
that I thought it would be going into it. Obviously, the
Right.
the business like nature of the league is something
Mhm.
that's
Yeah.
completely different than college, even though college is kind of evolving with NIL, but it's a whole nother level
Right.
at this within this multi-billion-dollar corporation. So that part of the
Mhm.
game is different. But in the locker room, with the Texans, the culture is there. So that's no
Mhm.
different in college. So you got leaders like Aziz Alshire, Derek Stingley, CJ, obviously, those guys in the locker room.
Yeah.
So they've kind of made it feel like home, but there's definitely some adjustments to get used to. And I feel like throughout the season,
Yeah.
I've grown and gained confidence.
How is it having,
Okay.
look, a lot of times when you leave college, you go into a new city that you probably haven't been to, haven't spent a whole lot of time there,
Mhm.
but you got a teammate that you played with for a couple of years at Iowa State, and you get drafted. He goes in the second round, you go in the third round. Did you hit? So how soon was it? Like he gets drafted, and the next call you get drafted, and you go into the same team. You go into the same team. You're like, bro, you're not gonna believe this.
Crazy. Honestly, when I seen him get picked, I was like, I scratched the Texans off my little paper. Me and my mom had a list of teams, and I'm like, I'm definitely not going there. He already went. So when I got the call from Nick Casario, it was definitely shocking. Being able to team up with him again. Had just played 2 years
Mhm.
with him at Iowa State, and the chemistry we
Mhm.
have built on the field obviously made the
Mhm.
transition a lot easier and somebody you can talk to and work
Mhm.
with throughout the process. But no, it was
Mhm.
kind of a surreal moment finding out I was going to team up with him
Mhm.
again.
But
Yeah.
this
And you know
also
what?
marked
That's
the
one.
seventh time in the Super Bowl era 1966, the
Mhm.
seventh time that a team has started 0-3 and make the
Mm.
playoffs. When you're that, look, you lose the first game, and a lot of these games you were losing close, and you're like, damn. How were you able, D'Amico, your head coach, how was he able to
Mhm.
keep you guys together and say, guys, look, I understand. The first quarter poll, we're 0-3, we 1-3, but all is not lost. Let's just stay together and let's
Mhm.
just get one by one. We don't worry about what's going to happen 10 weeks from now, 11 weeks from now. Let's just worry about getting better throughout the week. Let's watch film, be attentive, and then play each game step by step. How was he able to keep you guys together? Because a lot of times starting 0-3, think about it, since 1966, that's 60 years. So only
Mhm.
7 teams have been able to start 0-3 and still make the playoffs.
Yeah, like you said, keeping a team together after starting 0-3 is something that's tough and something I've learned within this league. It's hard to win games. So when you go down 0-3, you're kind of in a hole. But it was really just the resilience that I feel Coach D'Amico tried to instill in us throughout fall training camp, and really the guys we had on the team, the leadership, knew we would be good. And we were in a bad area, but we had confident guys like CJ in the locker room, making sure guys was ready to go. On the defensive side, that defense is crazy. So when you have a defense like
Yeah.
that, ridiculous. When you have a defense
Yeah.
like that, you know you're gonna be in games. So
Mhm.
as long as we can minimize the mistakes that we were making earlier on in the
Mhm.
season. We knew we can
Mhm.
make things happen, and so we won 8 straight so far, but not done yet. And that's another thing,
Mhm.
Coach Miko keeping us curious, see what we can get better at, continue to find possible weaknesses within our game, so we can go into these playoffs ready to compete.
Yeah. Hey, now that we at towards the end of the season, you guys are preparing yourself for the playoffs. Obviously, last game coming up next week. Have you had a welcome to the NFL moment this season yet? We like, oh my goodness. Okay, I'm finally here.
I'm not gonna lie to you, it just happened last game.
For real?
Yeah, Derwin James, he's a monster. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. Obviously, he's been in the league for a while.
Yeah.
You see the scouting report, you know what he's about,
Mm,
the physicality he brings within the game. So, going in there having to block him, he's not stopping. When I tell you he is not
yeah.
stopping, he sees a tackle, he got a blitz assignment, whatever.
Hmm.
He's not stopping. So you got to anchor down. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
The first time I go in to block him, he's at the nickel, big star position, whatever. I go in to block him. I get hands on.
Right.
He was not having it. It drove me right to the ground. I was like, all right, all right. At least it was a good run though. He ain't make the tackle, so I let him know about that. But nah, respect to him. He's been in the league for a while. Great player, so he definitely
Mhm.
gave me my welcome to the league moment. And yeah,
Yeah. That's
I think
dope.
also you got to give a big pat on the back because when your starting quarterback out, CJ went out, Davis Mills comes in and he wins 3 games for you. Now,
hmm
because a lot of times that's what you hope to have happen. Your backup
Yes.
comes in when your starter's out and he can keep you afloat until your starter gets back. You
yeah,
probably lose 1 or 2 of those games. You're not in the position that you're in.
Mhm.
Talk about what Davis meant, him being a pro, being in this
hmm
league before, and understanding the opportunity and seizing that opportunity when CJ goes down.
I just think the way he prepares, you see it, you see him in early every day, doing the extra to he's preparing like he's a starter. And he's kind of been here before this new generation of and he's still young within the league, but he was here before CJ and he kind of helped CJ get to where he is now a little bit in terms of just if CJ had questions on how certain things went and how to do certain things. But no, he was always staying prepared, even in training camp. I'm going through early morning walkthroughs, going through the script with him, and he stays ready. And he's a guy that everybody can rely on, everybody trusts. And we know when he had to go in there for them 3 games that he would step up and make big plays and just the spark that he gave our team and to just go and win those 3 games, like y'all said, it was huge for our season.
Well, congratulations on your rookie season, man. Keep plugging away. Stay healthy. Best of luck the rest of the year, and come back and talk to us soon. That's Jalin Noel, the rookie Texans wide receiver, caught a 54-yard
Hey,
touchdown on Saturday. Congratulations, man, and keep up the great work.
hey, hold on. Hey, Jalen,
What's up, Ocho?
I got a question.
Yeah.
Hey, how you live in Houston and stay focused?
Yeah, I got my boy Hutch with this question. I was already prepared for it. I'm engaged to my beautiful
That's what I'm talking about.
fiance,
Oh,
That's what I'm talking
okay,
about, Jalen.
Aaliyah
okay,
That's what
Hutch.
I'm talking
okay,
about. He
I'm
okay.
engaged,
engaged.
so yeah,
Hey,
I'm
hey.
engaged.
Listen, I'm glad you said that because me and Unc, we finna get engaged in 2026. We finna have a
You got
double
to
wedding.
double wedding.
Yeah,
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 Hey,
you
a
got
double
to. If you in
wedding.
Houston, go ahead and get engaged and get married tomorrow if possible. Because the
uh,
longer you postpone it, the less likely you are to get married, Jalen. I'm just
nah,
telling
not
you.
at all, not at all. It's right after the season. Right after the season.
That's what I'm
I
talking about.
got you.
Right after the season. Congratulations, man. Best of luck
I
to
Hey,
you and your
appreciate you.
beautiful
congratulations, bro.
fiance, man. Tell your
Yes,
family
sir.
I said hello from Nightcap, and we'll talk to you soon, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming on. Ocho, went away
Yo,
from the AFC North title. The Steelers lost in Cleveland. The worst time of the Tomlin era.
yes, sir.
Myles Garrett didn't set a sack record today against the Steelers, but he also believed the main reason the Browns were able to get the win. Let's take a listen to what Myles Garrett had to say.
Yes, sir.
To an extent, I feel like they were more worried about keeping me away from Aaron than getting the win. And I think that's what came back to bite them. So, they'll have to, fight it out with Baltimore next week. But I'm just proud of the guys for fighting and getting this one. That's the main thing. And I'm always going to keep it that.
Ocho, do you agree with what he had to say?
Absolutely. I absolutely agree. I saw double teams. I saw triple teams. And it
Chips.
took away from Chips. It took away from them offensively what they wanted to do. Obviously, you don't have DK Metcalf in. If you don't have DK Metcalf, you need to do everything possible offensively to run your offense and make up for the productivity that you're not going to have from him. And having a chip and double team goddamn Myles Garrett the entire game takes away from exactly what he just said. Doing the most you can from an offensive standpoint to make sure you win that game. Now, the elements and the conditions played somewhat of a part in it too, as well. But hell, the Browns had to play in the same conditions.
Absolutely. I agree with what Myles had to say. They put a lot of emphasis on that. They rolled the pocket more than they normally did. They had every time they always had a receiver to his side, where a tight end or receiver, and on the way out, you chip your way out. Well, in the meantime, I mean, you're not getting into that route in a hurry, because that's not how they approached Hutchinson. They were more concerned about, look, we don't want to be a part of your highlight tape. We don't want to be a part of your documentary.
Or history.
Yes.
Or history.
So now you're going to look at like, okay, we didn't win. We come back. I'm trying to win. I'm trying to put people down the field. I'm trying to win the ball game. And if he gets a sack, he gets a sack. So who cares if he gets the sack if we go ahead and close out the division? Now we just made it a lot more difficult. There's no guarantee that you're going to have T.J. Watt. I know you like to have T.J. Watt, but there's probably a long shot. It's probably less than 50-50 that you're going to have it. But I agree. I thought Shador did some good things. I thought, even you saw Prime grab his hand like, son, you can't do that. You can't throw the ball across field, hold it up there like you can't. You just can't.
Yeah.
You can't make those kind of mistakes. Turnovers are a premium at this time of year. Go ahead, Ocho.
I'm talking about you, the one you threw to Judy?
Yes.
Yeah. Judy got to play DB right down. Judy got to do everything he can in his power to knock that ball down. Even if you're not in position to make a play, do everything you can to make sure that DB doesn't make it. The first interception, the other interception, obviously it was tipped. So that was unfortunate. There was one that was dropped where he threw it goddamn late to the goddamn flat, knowing good and well you can't throw the ball late to the flat. Especially in
51.
It's raining.
Dropped it.
The ball heavy. So it's definitely not going to get there as fast as you wanted to. So there's certain things that's going to happen. He's going to continue to learn and grow through those pains and in those situations, and know when those situations arise again, you can't make the mistakes twice.
Yeah, I thought Jerry Jeudy caught what they threw to him, Harold Fanning. I thought that him going out really hurt them. He had tweaked that groin earlier in the week, and it was very questionable whether or not he's going to play. He caught the one deep pass, and the next thing you know, he's out. So I definitely think that hurt Shador a lot, because he's the guy that he trusts the most to throw to, and I can understand why, because a lot of quarterbacks have a lot of faith in the tight end. It's a lot of easy throws for him. It's a lot of shallow crosses, a lot of drag routes. It's a lot of 5 to 10 yard routes, Ocho, and so that's especially in conditions like this, a defense like that, it's a mismatch, because most of the time you're gonna try to put a backer on him and they can't deal with Fanning, corners or safeties. They're not big enough, so he can just maneuver them out of the way. But I thought he did some good things today. There's still some things he need to improve on, like getting the ball out of his hand. It's okay to get the ball out of your hand. You're not gonna really run away from people. You're not. You're just not. Your feet ain't nifty like your dad's. But look, Cleveland, give them credit, Ocho.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad Cleveland not taking the approach that the Raiders took. Now, maybe if Myles was not on the cusp of this record, who knows what would happen? Because we know what the Raiders are doing. Ain't no secret about it. We know what they're doing. They didn't want to have any chance to win this ball game. They want a high draft pick. With that being said, Cleveland are going for it. Shador 17 of 23, 186, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. He was sacked twice. They really didn't run the ball particularly well today. Nobody did anything well today, Ocho, to be honest with you. 160, 291 yards total offense for the Steelers. Browns had 262.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing to talk about.
It really wasn't. It really wasn't.
The goddamn Steelers had me kind of nervous now towards the end of that game. Got Denzel Ward came up big twice.
Ocho.
Twice.
Ocho. Help me understand. Valdez-Scantling, I understand you have familiarity with him. But you really like that matchup, Valdez-Scantling on Denzel Ward? Is that the matchup you really like?
Who else you going to? DK Metcalf is out.
I don't give a damn. Hold on. That is a Pro Bowler. And you're throwing to a guy that's bounced around the league. How many teams has he been on in the last 5 years? You're going against one of the premier corners, and that's the matchup that you like.
Yeah, top 3. We talk about top 3, but they're in a situation where they have no one else they can go to. There's no one else you can put out there.
Well, you can't go to him. So how close was he to catch a ball? Let me ask you a question. You watched, he went to him 3 times. Chad, how close was he completing any of those balls to Scantling?
No.
Wasn't he close? Maybe he was hoping for a PI.
Yeah,
but he's not a guy that Denzel Ward feels he needs a PI against. He's like, my technique is exquisite enough. I don't need to do anything special. He can't beat me.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, hell no. I'm not taking, man, please. I'll take my chance with Jonnu Smith. I'll take my chance with Freiermuth. I'll take my chance with Adam Thielen. I'll take my chance with Kenneth Gainwell on a Texas route or something. I am not effing with Denzel Ward.
Yeah, I feel.
You see what they got? He wasn't even close. None of those balls were even close. And that last ball, he was just hoping for a PI. Man, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, stacked on top of Shaq, couldn't have caught that ball.
Couldn't have caught that, yeah.
Man, please. You'd have came out better going to Jonnu Smith or Freiermuth.
Yeah.
Possibly, I'm not fooling with Denzel Ward. So you're going to take and I understand that there's some familiarity with him because he played with you in Green Bay. I get all of that. But not against that guy.
Yeah.
So if you got that guy going against Pat Surtain, you got that guy going against Stingley, you got that guy going against Denzel Ward, you really going 3 cracks at him against them? Man, please. But they know. They know what I'm on. Coach Tomlin said he didn't have a problem with that. Okay, what's he supposed to say? I wish you'd spread it. Coach, you gonna say that he had eligibility on that play, and certainly he's one of them he's capable. I got no qualms about us playing to win the game in the way that we did. Yeah, was it? I don't know what the reporters like. I wish you'd went somewhere else. He's never going to say that. The head coach is never going to say you trust the quarterback, and especially a guy like Aaron Rodgers. My question is against Denzel Ward.
I mean, but before the snap, Aaron takes his reads, right? Everything is bunched up.
That chapter's closed.
Everything is bunched in.
That chapter's closed.
Listen to me. I got to have it right now. What other options do I have and DK Metcalf is not in? Am I trusting Freiermuth in that situation where I got to have it? Good player, yes. But got to have it moment? DK is out. I have no choice but to go to my next best option. I got to take my shots with 11.
So you're going to take your next best option against one of the 3 best corners in all of football.
You have no other options, though?
Yes, you do. Jonnu Smith, Freiermuth are better options against those guys. Thielen are a better option against the guys they're going with than Scantling is going against Denzel Ward. You can't convince me that. Now, hold on. You telling me that's Chase? You telling me that's Njigba? You telling me that's one of those guys? Puka Nacua?
No.
Devontae?
No.
Okay,
but also,
you got me.
Hey, hold on. Jonnu Smith was there the whole 4 quarters. Freiermuth was there the whole 4 quarters. The Steelers only had 6 points with all those names you just had. So the next best option.
Did they pull Scantling ass out the stands? He was there too. You're making it seem like they got his ass out the stands on the last drive. They brought his ass was playing the whole game also.
Hell nah.
Man. Look, and I think the thing, look, you're worried about Myles Garrett, so
Yes.
you already sped up in your mind because you know 95 is coming.
We coming.
You got a chip. You got a tackle. You got the guard that's always I'm making sure he's on the center. I'm always going to double back. I'm going to roll the pocket. But in a situation like that, if you roll the pocket, you cut half the field. They know you're not going to throw all the way back across the grain. So now you got to drop back, straight back. The Steelers have lost 4 games in a row in Cleveland. The quarterbacks for the Browns have been Jacoby Brissett in 22, Dorian Thompson-Robinson in 23, Jameis Winston in 24, Shedeur Sanders in 25.
Division game.
I don't give a damn who the division is. Ocho, you know that.
Talk to me.
Really? Division games against those guys? Thompson's not even in the league.
The identity's always been the defense. It ain't about the quarterback. It's that defense. That defense held him to 6 points today.
All I know is they won 4 games. So let me ask you a question. So where that defense been in those 12 games they lost?
Well, hold on, Unc. What you want them to do? The defense can't put up points too. Now we can get you the ball back, but you're gonna have to do something with that.
Somebody's scoring on them. Let me ask you a question. When was the last time the Browns made the playoffs?
That's a great question.
So have they made the playoff? Did they make the playoffs in 22? What about 23 or 24? And they're not gonna make it in 25.
When the last time they made it, Unc? It wasn't that long ago. Huh?
Baker, I think Baker's in 2020.
2020? Yeah, so it's been 5 years.
Guess who the last playoff game they won against, Ocho?
Who?
Steelers. They dropped like 100 points on the Steelers. How many points? They scored like 38 points on the Steelers. They scored 48 on the Steelers.
Damn. What year that was? 2020?
So you keep telling me the defense. All I know is Cleveland scored 48.
Yeah. Right, but listen, we can argue the fact. Obviously, we know offensively they don't put up enough numbers, but their identity has always been their defense. Yeah. It always has been. The problem with they haven't been able to have is to solidify a quarterback. They haven't had someone in that position that, oh my God, okay, we finally got us one. Mm-hmm. Now we can go from here and build and put pieces around him. That's always been their issue.
The Ravens and the Steelers will play Sunday night in Pittsburgh. The winner takes the AFC North and the number 4 seed in the playoff. The loser, their season is over.
Yeah, they lucky we not in it. I know that.
Ocho, I'm interested to see if you agree with me.
Talk to me.
I'm starting Huntley.
What?
I'm starting.
You talking about what you playing Madden?
Nope.
You talking about real life?
Yep.
Man, please, you tripping. You can run the same offense you did, right?
Yep.
And make sure you stick to the same formula when you got Ocho back there. I'm talking about 8. I'm talking about a young bull from Pompano. Just run the same formula. There's no need to start Huntley. You can't. Huh?
Because I know he's back there. So I'm going to ask him to do more.
No, you don't have to ask him to do more.
If that was the case, so why did you do that against New England? Derrick Henry was in the backfield, 18 carries, 128 yards, 2 touchdowns. So why haven't you been doing that? If you got 8 back there, you know he came off a hamstring injury. Why didn't you do what you did with Huntley in Green Bay?
Hey, but you hear what I'm saying, right? If you just coming off a game, right? You understood what you had to do to win. You understand how you won. So common sense as a coach, from upstairs to downstairs, you take the same formula you beat Green Bay with, and you do the same thing against goddamn Steelers.
Let me ask you a question. Is Lamar going to be able to get out of harm's way like Huntley did last night when Green Bay?
Are we questioning Lamar Jackson's ability to escape?
I'm questioning, has he looked like Lamar Jackson since he's gotten back?
No, not.
Why not? You said he's Lamar Jackson. You said don't question his ability. Has he looked since he came back from that injury? Has he looked like Lamar Jackson?
No, not the one.
Why not?
Because he's coming off injury.
So therefore, start Huntley. Thank you. See, that wasn't so hard, was it, Ocho?
Nah, I don't like where you're going. I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying loud and clear.
You don't like where I'm going.
Yeah, I don't like where you're going. Well, that's like saying, well, hell, you know what? Just for the sake of argument.
Okay.
Patrick Mahomes not playing well, right?
No.
Let's say Josh Allen's not playing well, or Joe Burrow's not playing well, or they don't look the same as what we're used to seeing them look. Are you saying put the backup in? Like, no, it just makes no sense.
No. Ocho, we've seen it before. We see guys, hold on, let me ask you. In 1990, Jeff Hostetler, Phil Simms, injured. Jeff Hostetler stays in, goes through, they win the Super Bowl. All I'm saying is we know Lamar Jackson is a better quarterback, but Lamar Jackson isn't healthy. Therefore, if he's not healthy, you can, and this is the problem that we have. 70% Lamar Jackson is better than anybody. Are you telling me 70% Lamar Jackson is better than a 100% Huntley?
Absolutely. What are we talking about?
If that was the case, they shouldn't have lost to New England.
Oh, come on now, man.
Lost those games. The problem is, think about what you would have happened. Think about when Lamar went out if you start Huntley instead of Cooper Rush. See, therein lies the problem. You started a guy that hasn't played well. That's neither here nor there. This is a whole different argument. I believe you should have started Huntley to begin with. But I'm saying this based on what I've seen. Plus, he's got a hamstring and he's got a back injury. I'm starting Huntley.
Okay. Listen, on that, we can agree to disagree on that, but I'm going with the player who gives me my best chance to win. I'm going with my two-time NFL MVP. I'm going with him. Okay. I am not for one game. Oh, he had one great game where he isn't the reason why we won. The reason why we won is because what the young bull did in the backfield. What are you talking about?
That King Henry. We gonna come back to this. Now it's time to welcome Jacksonville receiver. He had back-to-back 100-yard games. He had 8 catches for $115 and a 23-17 win over the Colts, and he had 145 yards and a touchdown against my Broncos. I don't know what he just went crazy. He found himself against us. Let's welcome to the show, guys, Parker Washington. Parker, how you doing, bro?
Hey, doing good. How about yourself?
Hey, P-Dub.
Talk to me.
Man, listen to me real quick, man. Listen, I'm glad you on here, right? Talk to me. We gonna talk about you real quick. You know what Unc just said?
What did he say?
He said the Ravens should start Tyler Huntley against the goddamn Steelers instead of Lamar Jackson. What that sound? Yeah, see, you see, exact. That was my exact. Come on, bro. Talk to me. What you think? Just give me your honest opinion real quick. I'm about to get mad.
There's no conversation there, right?
Okay. I understand. You got to play it safe. But anyway, man, listen, bro. Please tell me, what does it feel like? What does it feel like to be being productive out there in Jayville, out there in Duval? What does it feel like?
Lessons, man. I mean, I feel like for me, it's just getting back to being myself. I mean, the tough part about it, just staying confident as I've been in the league. But just getting these opportunities, I just want to make the most of it. And it's just been great. And I mean, we're having a great year at that. Man, it's exciting. And when you hear that Duval every week and people going crazy, it's like, come on.
Yeah.
They loving that.
Yeah. What has the experience been like out there so far, man? Now, obviously, you guys are winning, so I know the city's on fire. You know, the energy, the atmosphere, you know, game time. What has it been like out there? I haven't had a chance to be out there at the stadium. I forgot the name of the stadium, but I haven't been there since I played way back in 2005. So it's been a long time since I've been out there. But what is the atmosphere like being that you guys are winning right now?
I feel like people don't even know what to think. It's like you see, like go out with my family or whatnot, walk up along the street. You hear from fans that are like, I've been a fan since the 90s. And it's like, we got y'all's back. I feel like in Duval, it's just this fan club, they have your back. And like they show love and they're real life diehard Duval fans. And it's been so cool. And I can't wait to keep going and see what we can do.
What's happened the last 2 weeks? What has been different between you and what you've been able to do against the Broncos. You had the breakout game against the Broncos, and to show everybody that it wasn't a fluke, you followed it up with another outstanding ball game today against the Indianapolis Colts. What is different? What is different with you? Are Coach Cohen giving you opportunities? What has changed? So because something's flipped.
I feel like we came back after the bye week. Me and Liam had a great conversation of just how things would look moving forward, and he said definitely we'll see more opportunities, and pretty much it just comes down to just having someone else believe in you besides yourself.
Yes,
you know what I mean, and being able to have a coach, the head coach at that, and everybody, the whole staff believe in me. The Trev being able to believe in me and trusting me to make these plays on Sunday. It just changed the game because now it's not me just having to have just confidence in myself. I can go out there and be myself, be free, have some fun, and just go make plays. And that's feel like the big change for me is just having the whole organization believe in me, and it's just been special. And I'm just excited to keep making plays for them.
Not only is he the head coach, he's also the offensive coordinator. Go ahead, Ocho.
Now, what I'm going to say, the funny thing about it is one thing about it. The good thing about it for you is when you get those opportunities and you make the most of them, like you've done the past 2 weeks back to back. Boom, in them rooms that you not in, and those conversations I had with the quarterback and the head coach, the one who called the plays, they're gonna start dialing shit up specifically for you. Understanding what your strengths are and what you're good at and what you can do, they're gonna put the ball in your hands.
Come on.
So you setting yourself up. I ain't talking about setting yourself up for this year and the run y'all gonna make on the playoffs. I'm talking about for the long haul going forward.
For real.
What is the biggest misconception that people have about Trevor Lawrence? He's the #1 overall draft pick. He was kind of anointed once he got out of high school. It's like this guy is a future #1 draft pick. He goes to Clemson in his true rookie year, and he wins the national championship. He gets back his last year, the next year, and they lose to Joe Burrow. But he comes out, he's the #1 pick. He had a little success, and then people are like, man, he'll bust. But over the last 5 or 6 games, I don't know what's happened to Sunshine, but he been dealing.
Did you call him Sunshine, Unc?
You crazy. And I feel like, the most important thing is like greatness takes time, you know? It's not, I wish a quarterback could just come in here and just ball out day one. I know it's been, it just takes time. And I look at that for myself as well. Like, it takes time. This is my 3rd year, and I'm pretty much just taking those steps now. So greatness takes time. You just got to stay patient. And, a lot of people don't have that patience, and they'll lose that trust and belief in you early. So I feel like for him, he just continued to be him. He's always been special. And I feel like we've got a staff that just everybody just clicked. And that's all it takes. You look at the Rams like a couple years ago, like, they put a unit together, won a Super Bowl, and then that's just how it works in the league to me. So I feel like it's just been special to see it come together for him, and he's balling, he's confident, he's leading even more like verbal, and it's just been exciting. And I know he's excited, and this team is special for sure.
A lot of people don't know you're not the only family member that's in the NFL. You have a sister, Ashton Washington, and she's serving as a full-time female scout and player personnel coordinator with the Chicago Bears. How proud of you are you of sis that she's doing something, she's trailblazing a path, the first, but also for other young women to come along and say, you know what, I want to be in the NFL and I can't play, but I can scout. I can be in the player personnel department.
She's a beast. That's all I can say. She's a beast. And just her journey has been so special as a brother. I'm just so proud of her and excited to see all that she accomplished. And she keeps me going. And she'll say the same thing about me, but I'm super proud of her. And she's going to continue to just do her thing. And, it's already written for her. And she's got to stay the course and keep having fun with it and enjoy the journey.
Well, let me ask you this. What you say? Hey, sis, let me ask you this. Since you in the scouting and personnel department, what kind of grade? What you scout your boy? What your boy looking like?
She'll be big sis and be like, my brother's a baller. she'll be big sis, and then she'll keep it real too. But she gonna be big sis at the end of the day first. So it's so cool. I mean, I feel like that's
awesome.
Just to hear what she has to say, and get the inside scoop of things, how the NFL works. It's just been so cool.
Wow, that's awesome. Man, you have the unbelievable. Hey, I don't know why you had to have that breakout game against my Broncos, man. You was just, hey.
It's only right.
But hey, you did what you did. You did, hey, man, I don't know what it is about Jacksonville coming to a Mile High and doing the number on us, man. But, I hope we get y'all again, man. We got to do something bad to y'all, man. Because y'all, little Duval out here running around talking about Duval.
He be going crazy.
He do, man. Hey, but man, congratulations on all your success. Congratulations to your family and all the success that your sister's having in the scouting department at Chicago. Tell your family hello. Hopefully you had a great holidays. I don't know if you had family, your mom, dad, other family members came in town to celebrate with you, but congratulations on a great season. Stay healthy, keep it going, and good luck in the playoffs.
Thanks so much.
Hey, wait, hold on. I got one more. When y'all play next?
Sunday.
No, I know they play Sunday. I'm saying where y'all play?
Who do we play? Titan.
No, where y'all play?
We're playing Duval. We play home.
Hey man, let me get a ticket.
What's up? You go pull up?
Yeah.
No.
Hey, can I get a ticket in the sideline pass? I'm right. I'm out here. I'm in Miami.
I'm about to say if you pulling up, you good.
Oh boy, I'm finna send you a DM on Instagrams.
Lock me in.
All right, bet. Love.
Come on, all love.
Congratulations, man. Stay healthy.
Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much.
Ocho.
What's up?
We put a poll up. It's closer than you think. Only 54% of the chat said they would start Lamar Jackson over the Steelers next week.
Hey, you know what? This is the funny one. This is the funny one. Because the fact that we have football people that enjoy the game, that have watched Lamar Jackson play, whether hurt, whether injured, whether healthy, that would actually sit him down for Tyler Huntley, who I respect. I like Snoop. I much respect to Snoop, obviously. And understanding that they won the game running the ball. It had nothing to do with the quarterback play.
Yes, it did. Ocho, don't do that.
I'm confused.
Ocho, don't do that.
I didn't do nothing.
You did.
Look, Derrick Henry ran for 2,000 yards against the Green Bay Packers.
So what about that touchdown pass? What about those timely throws? They didn't do nothing, huh? What about those timely runs?
Y'all can't be serious. You can't be serious.
I'm dead ass. I'm confused. You see,
I'm confused. You have your season on the line with a chance to not only win the AFC North, but to make the playoffs. And you talk about starting your backup. What are we talking about?
You make it seem. So let me ask you a question. If Lamar Jackson is healthy, why wasn't he starting in Green Bay?
He wasn't healthy.
There you go. That's my point.
Well, he's gonna be healthy this week.
How are you so sure?
What you mean? How I'm so sure?
How are you so sure he's gonna be healthy? Who said that? You a doctor?
No, I ain't.
Last I checked, you're not Leanne Curl. I know Leanne Curl, the team doctor.
But I can tell you this: I guarantee he'd be healthy, and I bet he play.
Ocho,
I guarantee you that.
I'm saying, Ocho. All I'm saying is that he needs to be 100% or as close as possible. Because if he's not, Ocho,
who's 100% in week 18?
Snoop Huntley. Snoop Huntley.
Nobody on the NFL
Snoop
roster
Huntley
is 100%. You heard me? Nobody is 100% on the NFL roster in week 18.
Snoop Huntley is.
So Snoop Huntley. So if that's the case, they might as well just let Lamar Jackson go since you believe in Snoop so much.
Whoa. See,
if you believe in Snoop so much, no. If you believe in Snoop Huntley that much, they might as well let Lamar Jackson go. If you believe he should be the quarterback of the future. If that's the case,
nah, ain't nobody said man.
That you ain't making no sense. See, you couldn't be no GM. You couldn't be no head coach.
Actually, I could.
In fact, you know what? all them coaching jobs that I said you need to be, you can't be no coach no more. Off of that.
First of all, you couldn't be a GM because anybody from Florida gonna get $100 million contract no matter what position they play. You're not gonna criticize any wide receiver. So that's first and foremost for you.
Hold on. I've been very critical now. I've been very critical. I done got way better at that. Oh no. Hell. Hey, you know what? You acting like, you know what this remind me of?
What?
When Jerry Jones said, we gonna be all right, we gonna be better without Michael Parsons. That's what you sound like saying Tyler Huntley needs to start for the goddamn Ravens. We gonna be fine. And that's the way that gives us our best chance to win the game against the goddamn Steelers.
I believe a healthy Huntley will be more effective than a so-so Lamar Jackson. If Lamar Jackson, we're not even having a conversation. But the mere fact that he was out, Ocho, Ocho, you've seen him play. He's not the same. His legs aren't the same. You know it. I'm not saying the guy's not this is not to take away a 2-time MVP. We're not talking about anything like that. What we're talking about is that he doesn't look the same the last 3-4 weeks of the season. He doesn't. And anybody that's watching and being honest knows that Lamar Jackson doesn't look the same.
A Lamar Jackson that doesn't look the same. A Lamar Jackson that doesn't look the same the past 3 weeks that you talk about is still better than 90% of the quarterbacks in this NFL.
I ain't talking about 90% of the quarterbacks. I'm talking about the quarterback that's on his roster.
Over him. Like, come on, man. What are we talking about? Come on, Unc. Don't do that. Come on now. I love you. Hold on. Matter of fact, you drinking tonight?
Nope.
You mean you saying this shit sober?
Sober. Tweeted it early, too. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? You troll this. I'm being punked, huh? I'm
dead ass, Ocho.
No. Hey, I know Ash can hear me. Ash, he punking me?
Nope.
Man, come on, man. Hey, but you know what? That's okay. That's okay. I mean, that's how you feel. I'm not even a Ravens fan. But I understand. Who gives them their best chance to win the game against the goddamn Steelers?
I mean, your team. If I'm them, they should rest Joe Burrow. Don't run no risk of getting him for what? What you playing him for?
Because he wants to play. That's what people do. That's what competitors want to do. They want to play. He don't care about us not being in the playoffs. They don't care nothing about that.
I mean, how many times y'all gonna miss the playoffs?
2. The last 2 years.
I mean, y'all have missed the playoffs about 3 years. About three times since he been there.
The last 2 years.
I don't know. I'm talking about since he been there.
Oh. Well, hell, Unc, we can't make it every goddamn year.
Oh, yeah, you can.
We not as fortunate as the Chiefs. We're not as fortunate as the Eagles. We had a down year. We'll be back next year, though.
Y'all had a down last year.
Well, sometimes you have 2 down years.
Ocho, the Steelers have declined to void DK Metcalf's $45 million in guarantees after his altercation with the Detroit fan resulted in a 2-game suspension. Per Jay Glazer, and this is Jay Glazer talking, the Fox insider. This is what Jay Glazer said this morning about DK Metcalf's altercation with the Lions fan, Ryan Kennedy. I actually have the security communication between the Detroit Lions and Seattle Seahawks security from the game last year when DK Metcalf, when he was with the Seahawks, complained about this exact same fan to security. He asked that the fan be removed over derogatory comments. I'm not going to repeat what those comments are on here. Obviously, we do not condone ever hitting a fan or anyone else. But this is to say, when investigated during the game, individuals around him state and corroborated that the fan was being out of line and indeed said these derogatory comments. They even asked us to remove the ugly guy. Now, Ocho, this is what now hold on now. This is what was said last year. Let's put context. This was DK went to his security. He asked that the fan be removed because he was saying things that was derogatory. The security investigated and asked people that was around him. Yes, he said what DK said he said. Now, that's not to say that he said it this time, but there is a history with this young man because he made it seem as if this was so far out of the realm of possibility or probability that he would ever say anything in which DK said he said. It's just hard for me, Chad, and I could be wrong. I could be dead ass wrong, but it's hard for me to believe DK would react in the manner in which he reacted because somebody called that man his government name. Even after he said it on Steelers radio when he did an interview, I prefer they called me DKlin, but it's so hard for people to pronounce, I just go by DK and let it rock.
I mean, listen, I said what I said for a reason. Everybody talking about, oh, why you lying? Why you doing this? That man ain't finna lie, man. He's not finna lie. And it's okay. It's okay. You know, those that want to take it for the Lion fans and take it for Mr. Kennedy. I mean, so be it. No one is reacting like that based on someone just saying your government name over and over and over. You just don't. You don't.
No.
And then they have the audio that comes out. The audio is not even the actual individual we talk about.
That's his partner. That's somebody that's related to him. The video that came out, I think that's it's his son. His son recorded that. And then I think it was his nephew that said he's been going to the game trying to get this reaction, and it finally worked.
Hey, it's unfortunate, but obviously I knew the Steelers weren't going to avoid, the remaining guaranteed money. I mean, that's not gonna happen. They weren't going to do that. So I'm happy for him. It sucks that DK now has to deal with going to court and having to, I'm assuming, maybe settle. It won't be a significant amount, like this guy maybe thinks he's going to get based on the past history and in the proof of the past history of allegations or abuse or whatever it may be. And what bothers me is you go to a game and instead of acting like a civilized fan, you act like an asshole. You act like an asshole, and all of a sudden when something happens, now you get in front of the camera with your lawyer, and now all of a sudden you're so civilized. You're so perfect. Now you're the goddamn victim. But you're out there at the goddamn game acting a fucking ass with your blue wig on, making a fool of yourself, making the rest of the Detroit Lion fans look bad. Enjoy the game, haggle from afar, and just enjoy the goddamn game. All the extra shenanigans is unnecessary.
I hold the Lions culpable for this because if there was communication between the Seahawks and the Lions, and he said this, why would you allow him to come back? Even when fans around that area said he uttered what he uttered last when the Seahawks came there last year, the fans around in this area said yes, he said those things. Lions. Why would you allow? Because you revoked somebody's ticket that got into it. Who did they get into it with last year? They got into it with somebody last year, and they took their season tickets from him. They took the tickets from him.
Yeah.
See, this could have been remedied. See, the NFL didn't have a choice but to suspend him because they tried to remove themselves from culpability here. Lawsuit coming, Ocho.
Yeah. I mean, listen, he ain't finna be. And listen, he ain't finna be that. I can tell you that. Ain't finna be that.
Yeah, and they removed the fan, right? Right. You remember the guy last year that got into it with LaFleur?
Oh yeah. I remember that.
What did Green Bay do? They took his tickets. Now in this situation, the security, right. That's what I'm saying. But hold on. From what Jay Glazer said, I actually have security communication between the Detroit Lions and the Seattle Seahawks. Security from the game last year when DK was in Seattle and complained about the exact same fan to security. He asked that the fan be removed over derogatory comments. I'm not going to repeat what those comments are. Obviously, we don't condone ever hitting a fan or anyone else. But it says, we investigated during the game. The individuals around him states and corroborate what the fan was being out of line and indeed said these derogatory statements. They even asked us to remove the guy. Now, with that being said, why would not the Lions? This is their fan. This is one of their ticket holders. Why wouldn't they do that? This could have been removed. When the fan had the altercation with LaFleur last year, they took his tickets immediately.
Yeah. Well, they listen. One thing about it, boy, the coach. They not having that. They not having that.
Why not? Hold on, Ocho. He did everything right. See, This is what people get upset with the system. I do everything right, and the system still fails me, Ocho. I do everything right. You said report it to your security. Security goes to the Lions. They talk to people in the area, and you still fail me. What choice do I have? I felt I had nowhere else to turn. You wouldn't take proper steps, proper precautions. Now, guess what's going to happen? Now they want to remove it. Now they're going to want to remove it. They're going to want to remove. They're going to want to remove. It's too late. Ocho, why would you close the barn door once the cows are out?
That's a good one. I like that. Yeah, hey, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. And listen, I'm all for, and you know how I am, and I know you like that too. I love being in hostile environments. I love fans talking trash. I love talking back. But now you think you're invisible because you're in the stands. Well, now I can get away with saying whatever I want. Like, come on, man. Come on now.
But Ocho, but you remember, they're only words. When some people use words against others, they're more than words. When other people use other words against others.
Come on now. I'm picking up what you're putting down. You ain't got to explain it to me.
Some things are offered without explanation. What's understood don't need to be explained. And Chad, y'all know what I'm talking about. All I'm saying is DK did everything he was supposed to do. He reported the incident to his security. Security took it to the Detroit Lions. Jay Glazer. Now, if it's a lie, Jay Glazer, not true. I know Jay. Been knowing him a long time. If he says he was the one that broke a Spygate. He actually had the footage. And maybe if he didn't have the footage, because they might have would have tried to sweep that under the rug. But he had the actual footage. Now, with that being said, he says, I have the communications. The NFL is going to want to know why the Lions didn't do anything. I can promise you that.
Yeah.
The NFL is going to want to know, okay, if you had this information, and it was corroborated that he said this, why was he still allowed to come into this building? Because they got all these fancy slogans, aspire change, say no to hate. They got all these things written on the helmets and on the field and all that.
Yeah. Hey. I guarantee you, I know one thing. Won't have no more problems out of any more fans no time soon.
No, because some fans go to the thing try to try to incite that kind of, and then it's just, and people, and what makes me, it's only words. A lot of people have been killed behind words.
Yeah.
Is that what you go to the game for?
No.
Is that what you go to the game for?
Listen, you can go to the game, you can heckle, you can have fun. You can talk trash, but going.
Derogatory, being derogatory, using racial. That is not heckling. It's never been heckling.
Yeah, I know that part. That's what I said. But going that far, that's a no. And you know that.
Of course. And all I can do is do what I'm supposed to do. Is go through my security. They go through the proper channels, meet with the Lions, and says, look, this gentleman here, they're fans in that area. that corroborate what DK said he said. Fans in the area heard him say it and corroborated.
Mm-hmm.
The NFL is going to want to know, why didn't the Lions take the proper steps? Because we saw last year when a fan had a confrontation with Matt LaFleur, they took his season tickets.
Yeah.
The NFL is going to want to know why wasn't something done to this gentleman.
But the NFL, they move swift too, Unc. Now, they're going to put a rule in place now for the fans. They're going to put a rule in place now.
They should.
And it's going to happen swiftly. So anytime there's an issue at a game, they're going to make sure this doesn't happen again. They're going to make sure this doesn't happen again.
Hey, Ocho, you sorry, you suck, you're not good, your team's
that's
good.
That's good. That's okay.
When you
That's
start
okay.
when you start using whatever term, whether it's an Asian, whether it's whomever, black, Hispanic, whatever the case may be, once you start using derogatory terms,
right,
that's not heckling.
Yeah, you didn't cross the line.
That's not. You start talking about somebody's wife or kid, that's not heckling.
Mm-mm.
So this notion that, oh, that's all a part of it, and no, that's not a part of it. It's never have been. Because if that's the case, well, I don't know why they're trying to shut down all these things. All I know is that they're trying to take a lot of free speech, but they try to take certain people's free speech.
Yes.
Listen what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. I hear
Read
you.
between the lines now. Eagles survived 13. We're going to move on, Ocho. Eagles survived the Bills 13-12. The Eagles built up a 13-0 halftime lead thanks to the defense, but the Eagles punted 5 consecutive possessions in the second half, allowing the Bills to creep back. Per ESPN research, the 2025 Eagles are the first team since the 1987 Patriots to win multiple games in a season in which they didn't complete a second half pass.
That's crazy.
Hurts is the first quarterback in the play-by-play era, which means 1978, to go 0-7 or worse in multiple games in a season. Philadelphia improved to 9-0 this season when Hurts throws for fewer than 200 yards.
That's funny how that works, Unc. And it's mind-boggling to me how it makes sense. How in games where he doesn't throw for a lot, they still win the game. In some of the games where he's thrown for a lot, they've lost those games.
I don't think he's thrown for a lot this year, Ocho.
Do you know how many yards they had?
How many 300-yard games he got? I think he got one 300-yard game this year, Ocho.
Hold on. I forgot what the stat line was in the fourth quarter. How many yards offense did they have in the second half?
17.
17. How is that even possible? I don't care nothing about the elements. I don't care anything about the conditions. How do you have 17 yards of offense total and still win a game? I don't get it.
He has one 300-yard game this year, Ocho. And that was my thing. Ocho, I could see. I agree with what McDonald with the Seahawks did, Ocho.
Yes.
Because if I kick the PAT, Ocho, the next score wins the game. I'm going to win it or lose it in my possession. Ocho, in this situation, they had 17 yards in the second half.
Yeah.
They had done nothing. I'm going to take my chances in overtime.
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to, because far too many times teams bail them out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make Jalen Hurts beat me. Ocho, 13 of 27, 110 yards. They had 82 yards rushing on 26 carries. They had 200 yards of total offense.
That's crazy.
Ocho, I'll repeat again. They had 200 yards of total offense.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Hey, there's some plays I'm sure that
Ocho. You go to Ocho. If it's a situation where a team going up and down the field, we can't stop. Ocho, they had 17 yards in 30 damn minutes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And even though Josh had him, he rushed the throw, he missed it.
Yeah. Well, he saw that pressure at his peripheral. That pressure made him speed up his throw. Listen, that was easy. All right, for us sitting here, that's not at quarterback, and we don't have a DN or a D tackle, that we can see in our peripheral vision. coming down to hit us, it's a little different. It's easy for us to say, oh, it was an easy throw, but that's not how it looked to Josh Allen.
It's an easy throw for that guy. For an NFL MVP quarterback? For the average fan, the hell no, that's not easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he rushed it when he didn't have to. He had more time than he think. They sped him up.
Mm-hmm.
But I would have kicked the PAT. I mean, look, and maybe because, hey, if he doesn't block, remember they got the first PAT block. Mm-hmm. He kicked it low, and Jalen Carter and Carter blocked
it. Hold on. Low. Boy, you see how high Jalen Carter was?
Man, stop it, Ocho. That ball, man, you see that damn ball. Man, that ball was so damn low.
Hey, I don't know. I heard Jalen Carter got like a 42-inch vertical, boy.
No.
Now, that's just what I heard.
Yeah, okay. I don't know where you heard that from. But no, I just I'm going. If it's a situation like this, let's just say for the sake of argument, Ocho, like tonight's game, it's back and forth.
Yeah,
I don't want neither one of these teams to get the ball, Ocho. I'm gonna try to win it because I don't believe my defense. I don't believe my defense can hold. Because you saw what both teams was going up and down the field. Hats off to the 49ers. But in that situation, Ocho, I'm gonna play for overtime.
Yeah,
because they haven't done anything, and I know, Ocho. Guess what? I'm gonna get a possession. It's not the first team to score. So if that's the case, Ocho, if I win the toss, I want the Eagles to get the ball.
Hold on, you know what? And I can say this on why we already going to the playoffs. We already going to the playoffs. So why am I worried about overtime? I want to win the game.
Theoretically, they still have an outside chance in the number one seed.
Oh, okay. But
they still had a chance to win the division.
Right. I understand. I can see if this game was on the line and we have no choice but to win it for us to make the playoffs. Okay, now that's different. I'm playing for overtime. But hell, we going anyway, whether we get the first seed, whether we get a bye or not. You know what? I'm going to try to win this game. I'm going to try to win it. And I think that's the only explanation I can think of why they did what they did.
And again, your guy was a healthy scratch.
Keon, man,
it was funny. Ocho, you remember his press conference? It was funny. Guess where I got this from? I'm about to go back. It's funny.
Yeah.
But boy, let me tell you something. When the rubber need to meet the road, they not laughing. Ochocinco couldn't be Ochocinco if he not producing. They ain't putting up with that.
Oh, no.
They're not putting up with that. Shannon Sharpe could not talk the way Shannon Sharpe talked if Shannon Sharpe wasn't producing on the field. It's simple. All those funny lines and keying and you out there dancing, they say, bro, he ain't learned. They say, Ocho, he ain't learned this lesson.
Yeah. And listen, my antics was way over the top. On the field, in the locker room.
Your play was way over the top.
Yeah. It matched up. Can I tell you something real quick?
Go ahead.
This for the people in the chat. There are two players in the NFL right now that have the best personality by far. If they can get their games, it doesn't have to be equivalent to their personality, but anywhere near in the realm as close to their personality is on the field, boy, they would run the NFL. Keon Coleman, if he can get his game to match his personality, and they goddamn Xavier Leggett. Oh my God, they can run. I'm talking about off the field.
Well, you got to get up against press coverage. It's kind of hard to be a good receiver in the NFL if you can't get off man coverage.
Yeah. Listen, that'll keep you in the league for a long time, huh? Being able to beat man.
Yeah,
that'll keep you around for a long time.
But if you can't beat man coverage, you either selling cars or coaching.
You wait. Or you give your offensive coordinator hell because he always got to create ways for you to get open.
No. You don't give your offensive hell that long because you'll be out the league.
That too.
You got to. If you're a wide receiver, if you play that position, You got two choices. Either get beat man coverage or you're selling cars or you're coaching. Those are your only two options. Oh, you know what? There's another one now. A lot of NFL players, guess what they do, Ocho? They're personal trainers. So I add another one to the list. You coaching, you selling cars, or you personal training.
Hey, you just gave me an idea for another job. I'm glad you just said that.
All that key-key-keying, all that stuff, that's fine and dandy.
Yeah. Hey, I want to work with them two boys right there so bad, boy. I want to work with them boys so bad. When Keon Coleman get back to Buffalo next year, they ain't gonna have no choice but to have him on that field. I need Xavier Leggett down here in Miami with me. I need you for 1 month. That's it. But I love y'all boys, boy. Y'all is special. Y'all could be special. I'm telling you. I see it with my own eyes. Man, give me 1 month, please. That's it.
The Patriots beat the Jets by the score of 42-10. Drake May was magnificent. In the first half alone, he was 17 of 19, 229 yards, 4 touchdowns. May became the first Patriot quarterbacks with 4 passing touchdowns and a half since Tom Brady did it in Week 8 of 2014 versus the Bears. May was pulled with 5:31 remaining in the third quarter, giving him his MVP candidacy one last surge. He finished the game, Ocho, 19 of 21. 256 yards, 5 passing touchdowns.
You know what? And you know what people can't say?
What?
They can't say, oh, it was the Jets. They can't say, oh, he was just playing against the Jets. That's why he looked like this. Because he done this shit to everybody.
Yep.
He looked like this against everybody. Doesn't matter who he's playing. If they're playing a better team, he raises his level of play. Then the supporting cast, they've been balling.
Well, I can't say, did y'all see him last week against the Ravens? Because we already know the Ravens some sauce too. Defensively, they terrible.
Yeah.
And the thing is, this is how you know they're terrible. Because when we say the Ravens defense is terrible, we don't get you hating on the Ravens defense. You don't get none of that.
Everybody agree.
Everybody
agree. Yeah.
Everybody agree.
Yeah.
Ocho, I hope they give AG, but it's games like this that have the front office and the ownership looking at you sideways.
I would hope not. I would hope not, because you went against a team, a 13-3 New England Patriot team that have only lost 3 games all season. And what happened to you today? They've done that to everybody else. They've done that to 13 other teams. Huh?
Most time the quarterback played the entire game. They took him out with 5:31 remaining in the third quarter. If they don't take him out, Ocho, it's 42-10. What's the final score?
50.
They got 48. So they got a whole fourth quarter of 15 minutes.
Right.
And they still got 5 minutes and 31 seconds remaining in the third. And you think they only going to get 50? And they got 42 at that point.
No, I'm saying 50-something. I don't know exactly.
No, I'm talking about 60-something.
Hey,
60-something.
Hold on. They got to give 8. Now you know this. I know Brother Woody over there. I know he know it too. You understand what it takes to build a competent winning team. It takes pieces. You let 2 of your better pieces go. You let one go to Dallas, and you let the other go to Indy. It takes time. You don't tear down the wall and think you're gonna keep the goddamn storm out. That's not the way it works.
Mm-hmm.
Golly.
Ocho's score was 35-3 at the half, Ocho. 35-3.
Hey, that offense, that goddamn Josh McDaniels. Matter of fact, you didn't mention him earlier too. When we talked about
I did.
Lions that call plays. Mm-hmm. You forgot to mention Josh Allen with Shanahan and McVay and Ben Johnson and them boys. Andy Reid as well.
McDaniel, Andy Reid.
Yeah, he's another one. But the perfect maturation for Josh McDaniels was Drake May. The perfect maturation for Caleb Williams was having Ben Johnson. That's why he looks the way he looks this year. Golly, man, football is a beautiful thing, man.
You get no argument from me. You get no argument from me. The Patriots look really good. Mike Vrabel has done a great job of building a staff. Josh McDaniel, I don't know why. I just don't know why he can't be better as a head coach. But, sometimes, Ocho, some people are just better as coordinators, offensive or defensive coordinators, as opposed to being a head coach running the entirety of the ship, as opposed to be worried about one specific side of the football. Offense. This is what I worry about. I ain't got to worry about no special teams. I ain't got to worry about, if somebody late in special teams, if somebody late on the defense, I ain't got to worry about that.
Right.
I ain't got to worry about what time we leaving. I ain't got to worry about where we staying. I ain't got to go out in the community. I ain't got to worry about meeting with the owner. I ain't got to worry about none of that. All I do is take care of this unit.
Right.
Make sure the quarterback is ready to play. And man, he's done. I don't understand because he's phenomenal. And it's just that, a lot of it where it's Tom Brady. No, well, he don't have Tom Brady now. And look at this guy.
Yeah. Yeah. And if listen, the funny thing about it is he's not Tom Brady, but if he continues to play like this consistently, now obviously Tom is the greatest quarterback of all time, but to be able to move on from Tom Brady and to finally find what I like to say, the answer. You found the answer. You found the answer. So now, okay, we got our franchise quarterback, right? Now all we have to do now is continue to put piece and piece and piece. It's like Legos. Stack one on top of another. They good.
Stephon Diggs has been playing out of his mind. Hey,
crazy.
You know what I love? I love Mike Vrabel had that conversation with him early in the year. He on the yacht and doing all that stuff. He's like, look, that ain't what we brought you here for, bro.
Yes, sir. Hey, listen, he's been the leader over there offensively.
He's been
stellar.
He's been sensational.
Yeah.
He's been unbelievable. And hey, the lady be coming to the game. Hey, I like that. Hey, she be out there in the suite with Mr. Kraft, Cardi.
Chilling.
Playing. Hey, Steph, congratulations, bro. You playing out your damn mind.
Yeah.
The incentives, whatever the incentives were that was in your contract,
you
bro.
got every last one.
I hope you get every last one of them because you playing your ass off. He has a guy that he can throw to no matter what the situation is, and he can make plays. Stephon Diggs, 6'4", 101 and a touchdown. Remember, he was over 100 yards last week against the Ravens. Ramondre Stevenson, 5 for 55 and a touchdown. Ramondre also had 8 for 47 and a touchdown. Hunter Henry, 3 for 49 and a touchdown. Efton Chisholm III, 2 for 40 and a touchdown. Austin Hooper had a touchdown. Damn.
Hey, and you know what's funny too, Unc, about the Patriots and Drake May is every single week, it's somebody different answering the call. It's somebody different. One week is Stephon. Next week is Boutte. Or it's the running back. Them boys hit on all cylinders. All of them.
The Jets dropped to 0-4 with the worst December in point differential in NFL history, -107. They became the second team in the Super Bowl era. 1966 is the Super Bowl era. So we're talking about 60 years, Ocho, to lose 4 straight games, all by at least 23 points or more.
Oof. Unc, they bad, Unc. They bad, man. They don't have no identity on offense nor defense. Like that's yeah, talk to me.
Who's your NFL MVP this year? Drake May has 4,203 yards, 30 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Matthew Stafford has 4,179 yards, 40 touchdowns, 5 interceptions.
That you just said the MVP right there.
Matthew Stafford?
It's brother Stafford. It's brother Stafford, He's the MVP. Absolutely. No training camp. No training camp. Listen, performances like what Drake May put together this season, he can have more of those. He can get an MVP later down the road with consistency. Matt Stafford is our MVP this year. Chad, what y'all think, Chad?
Matthew Stafford playing his ass off. It's gonna be a great one. They play the Falcons tomorrow. Puka.
Man, they might score 50, man.
Puka. Now, Atlanta's defense is really good at home. Pierce Jr., Leonard Floyd. I don't know if Leonard Floyd is up. I think he's up. They can get after your quarterback, Ocho. Now
they can get it. Hey, but we talk about the Rams. They don't even got them. Hey, listen, they don't even got them long ass, slow development plays. The ball coming out.
Matthew Stafford, man, has been. So right now, Dak is in the lead. How many passing yards does Dak have? $44.82. So he's about 265. You say 4482? So he's about 300 yards ahead of Stafford. 303 to be exact. So it's going to be very interesting. But Matthew Stafford, they're going to probably go 1-2 in the MVP voting.
Yeah, got to be.
The Bengals.
Yeah, the who?
The Bengals.
Yeah.
The Cardinals today about the score of 37-14. But that wasn't the story. The story was guard Cody Ford provided the most surprising plays in the Ocho, they put him outside. He's a guard. He weighs 303 pounds.
Yeah.
They threw him a stop right. Joe said he went through his progressions. He wanted to throw it to Chase. Chase was covered. Mm-hmm. He threw it out there to him. Ocho, he's turned and got 20.
Hey, I jumped up out my goddamn seat and said, "What the?" You should have saw Joe Burrow's reaction. Joe mouth was wide open, like, "What the hell?" That is an offensive lineman dream to be able to score a touchdown, maybe run the ball like Refrigerator Perry did. But to go out and line up out wide at receiver, catch a stop route, break a tackle, and gain 20 yards. And hold on, Unc, he almost scored.
If he'd have scored,
I would have turned.
Give him the ESPY. That's NFL Player of the Year. If he'd have scored,
man.
But the Cardinals ought to be embarrassed.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
They got to be embarrassed, Ocho.
But also, Unc, you got to think about it. You got a 300-pound man out there. Hey, you're not used to tackling that. You're not used to tackling low.
Why you try to tackle 300 pounds up high?
Hey, the first dude tried to tackle him up high.
And he got exactly what he deserved. He got exactly what he deserved.
But you can tell. You know what you can tell too? Before you go on to the next thing, you can tell that when he wasn't as big, he must have played some type of offense.
He probably played tight end.
He played some type of offense to look like that at 300 pounds with the ball in his hands.
He probably played Ocho. He probably played a tight end at some point in time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe played hoop. Because Ocho, you got to understand now, a lot of times they have wrist protectors so their wrists don't bend back.
Yeah.
They got they got the big thick ass gloves on.
Yeah.
They got
and everything taped up too.
Yeah. And he caught that thing like it was nothing. Joe was 24, 31, 305, 2 touchdowns, no picks. He was sacked 3 times. Chase, 22 carries, 101 yards. Chase Brown, 22 carries, 101 yards.
He was toting that thing.
Chase had 7 for 60 for 2 touchdowns on 9 targets. T had 4 for 59 on 5 targets. Michael Wilson. Ocho, I told you this kid here.
Hey, he nice, Unc. Hey, he's the number. Never mind. I ain't finna say it.
Trey McBride, 10 for 76. He now sets a new NFL record for the most reception in the season by a tight end. He passed Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz had the record at 116. He now has 117 with a game to go. I think Chase has 117 catches. Puka has 114. So it's going to come down. It's going to really come down to the end who leads. Well, obviously, Chase is in the AFC. Chase is going to lead the AFC in catches again. But it's going to come down to McBride and Puka, who leads the NFC in catches. And I think you said Gronk led the AFC in tight ends and catches once upon a time. But Marvin Harrison Jr., no receptions on 1 target.
I remember that play. It was broken up. That play was broken up by God, not Dax Hill. Dax Hill. I remember that play. It was a third down too.
Jacoby Brissett was 21 of 37, 212. He was sacked 4 times. They didn't run the football. So Cincinnati's been playing a lot better defensively. They've been getting after the quarterback, Ocho. They had, 4 sacks today. Cedric Johnson had a sack. TJ Slayton Jr. had a sack.
Shamar Stewart finally got a sack.
Finally got a sack. Miles Murphy had a sack. But they are playing better today than what they played in a very, very long time. And unfortunately, it's going to be all for naught. When Trey McBride made his first catch early in the game in the second quarter, he became the first tight end in NFL history to have back-to-back 110 catches in multiple seasons. He's the only tight end that's ever gone over 100 twice, right? Has a tight end never had multiple 100-catch seasons? He also set an NFL record. We mentioned 117 catch. He finished with 10 catches over the season. Oh, he got 119. Puka's at 114, right? With tomorrow's game to play. Okay. And Chase is at 117. Okay. The Seahawks beat the Panthers by the score of 27-10 for the 6th straight win. Still need to beat the 49ers to have the number 1 seed. Even after winning 13 games, including 6 straight, the Seahawks will need to beat the 49ers in Week 18 to win the NFC West and secure home field throughout the playoffs. Seattle still has a glaring turnover problem. They've given the ball away 28 times this season, the second most in the NFL. Their 2 fumbles today came via Sam Darnold fumble and an interception. Darnold now leads the league with 20 giveaways. Woo. Ocho, you turn the ball in the postseason, they're going home. I don't give a damn how good your defense playing. He was 18 of 27, 147 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and he had a fumble. Zach Charbonneau, 18 carries, $110. Kenneth Walker III, 15 for 51, 36 carries, 163 yards. JSN, Jackson Smith and Jigba, he had 9 catches for 72 yards. So he's got a pace. He got a chance, Ocho, at 1,800. Because he should be at. He had what do you have? 1639. So now he's over 1,700 with a chance. There ain't a whole lot of receivers that's ever had 1,800. Ain't a whole lot of receivers that's had 1,800 yards in the season.
What's the record again?
1964. Calvin.
How many yards would he need to break that? What, a 200-yard game?
Yeah. No, he would need 100. He's over 1,700, so he would need 165.
Who they play next?
They got the 49ers.
Oh. Well, hell, the way that
Luther Burton got 130 something, so I know he's like, well, Luther Burton, and I'm better than him.
Yeah, and he gonna get way more opportunities too.
Yep.
So there's a good chance he might break that record, huh?
We might. He might.
Really good chance he might break that record.
Bryce Young was 14 of 24, 54 yards. Ocho, they had 139 yards of total offense.
Hey, that goddamn Seattle defense ain't no joke, bro.
Boy, they coming.
Boy,
D-Law playing out of his damn mind.
He
had a sack. Hey, D-Law going to the Pro Bowl.
Yeah. Hey, how come he was like this with the Cowboys, wasn't he?
He went to the Pro Bowl a couple of times.
You heard me? Wasn't he good there?
He got injured. He kind of got nicked. But he needed to have a change of scenery. He needed to go somewhere else. He needed to be somewhere else. Right. D-Law had a sack and a fumble recovery. Mafia had a sack. But, Seattle's playing. I mean, this is going to be that game next week, Seattle and 49ers, Ocho?
Woo! They might score 40 apiece.
They might.
Well,
the Dolphins beat the Bucs, Ocho. It's hard to fathom that the Bucs can still win the division next week despite dropping 7 of their past 8 games. Mm-hmm. But if the Falcons lose or tie either of the final 2 games, the rest of the Rams to the Saints in Week 18, the Bucs beat the Panthers. The Bucs would get in based on record versus common opponents, 4-4 versus 3-5. Man, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to Tampa, Ocho. I don't.
I don't either. I saw Mike Evans. Mike Evans was frustrated. You don't see him show emotion, very very often, but he was frustrated today. Baker Mayfield was running all over the place, trying to make plays work, trying to make things happen. Obviously, he used his legs very well. Costly interception, and the Dolphins just played well today. They played well today. Quinn Ewers, he looked nice, huh? He
14 to 22, 172, 2 touchdowns.
And that offense was moving up and down the field. Devon Achane looked good too.
18 to 8-3. Jalen Wright, 5 for 56. Theo Reese Jr. had 1 catch for 63 yards and a touchdown. Dulick, 5 for 58 and a touchdown. Baker Mayfield was 33 of 44, 346, 2 touchdowns, 2 turnovers. And he had 2 fumbles. He lost 1, so he had 3 turnovers. Again, go back to last week. Another heavy turnover game.
Yeah.
They get themselves into trouble when Baker turns the ball over. Jalen McMillan, 7 catches, $114. Chris Godwin Jr., 7 for $108 and a touchdown. Mike Evans, 3 for 31 and a touchdown. They didn't run the ball particularly well. I saw Bucky Irvins getting upset on the sideline, and Tristan Wirth was trying to calm him down like, hey, we'll be okay. We'll get this thing figured out. Ooh.
What happened?
I'm just this is not, if you're Tampa, you mess around and get Seattle. You mess around and get the 49ers. You mess around and get the Rams coming in your building.
That's nasty work, boy. I don't want none.
You going home.
I don't want none of that. Unless Baker Mayfield has an out-of-body performance against those teams, you're going to have to match offense for offense. You're going to have to match score for score.
Quinn Ewers had 8 incompletions. What do you think, Stafford? What do you think, Purdy? What do you think? See, the only thing concerns me about Sam Darnold is a turnover machine.
Yeah.
Those other 2 guys do a very good job of taking care of the football.
Taking the ball, yeah.
Sam Darnold got the second most turnovers in the NFL. That's not good. Because that'll get your ass beat come playoff time.
Hey, matter of fact, in Minnesota, what was the problem? He
when turned the ball over and got blown out.
Bingo. There you go.
The Raiders are in position to drop to have the top draft pick, Ocho, after a 34-10 loss to the Giants. Vegas, 2-14, will secure the top pick with a loss next week to Kansas City. And quarterback Geno Smith is unlikely to play because of a high ankle sprain. He wasn't playing anyway. The Raiders scared reach 10 games, which matches the longest season streak and for the 5th longest in franchise history. They look bad. They bad. Chad, I don't really know what y'all want me to say about it, but they bad.
What the Raiders gonna do? I'm just curious. What do you do at this point? What does Mark Davis do at this point? What does Pete Carroll do at this point?
They need to move on.
Move on from
Ocho. Geno was 28 of 20. Kenny Pickett was 2 of 2, so 22 of 30, 168 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Ashton Genty, 16 for 60. They had 20 carries for 63 yards, so basically 3.3 yards a carry. They're just bad. They're just bad, Ocho.
Hey, you sound so disappointed.
It is, Ocho. Jacoby Myers, he's a competent receiver. Myers played well for New England.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I thought he played well for the Raiders. Now he's found new life. Mm-hmm. He made a huge ass catch today. Mm-hmm. It was 3rd and 11, and Trevor Lawrence was under heavy pressure, and he threw it. He caught it for 10, and they ended up going for it on 4th down and basically running out the clock. Guy came in and threw a Hail Mary in the end zone that got picked. But, man, the Raiders Jackson Dart was 22 of 30, 207, no touchdowns, no interception. Mm-hmm. Tyrone Tracy, 14 for 62. Dart, 9 48. Devin Singletary had 8 for 45, 35 attempts, 155 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 of those by Jackson Dart. Wan'Dale Robinson, 11 for $113.
Wan'Dale.
Raiders just bad. Let's move on. We don't need to talk about them no more.
I know. What do you do? I mean, Chad. Maybe y'all have a explanation. Where do the Raiders go? What do you do if you were Mark Davis? I just want to see in the chat. I'm just curious because I'm stuck. I'm at a loss for words. I can't even think of what they need to do to become better. I don't even know what position you start with.
Ocho, they got no receivers. Your best player is a tight end. You need a quarterback. You need an offensive line. You need defensive players to go along with Max Crosby if you're going to keep him.
Damn.
Trade that number one. I don't know. Maybe there's a quarterback that in the draft that you like, but you got to build. I mean, they're bad. They're just bad, Ocho. They are. Yeah. They're just bad.
So like,
Tyler Shook.
Bad news bears bad?
Yep. Tyler Shook rallied the Saints with a big second half to beat the Titans by the score of 34-26. New Orleans may have just found their quarterback, Ocho. Tyler Shook is playing for the first-year head coach Kellen Moore. The rookie improved to 5-3 as a starter, helping the Saints go 6-10, win their 4th straight. He outplayed number 1 overall pick Cam Ward in the NFL's 3rd game between starting rookie quarterbacks this season. Shook, 22 of 27, a career best 333 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a passer rating of 142.7.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Olave, 8 for $119 in the tub. Juwan Johnson, 4 for 95. Dante Pettis, 3 for 53. Cam Ward was 21 of 40, 251, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Tony Pollard had 18 for 85. Okongwu, 3 for 55 and a touchdown. DK had Dike. Is it Dike? D-I-K-E. 4 for 55. Van Jefferson had 3 for 46. Jeffrey Simmons had another sack, Ocho.
Yeah.
Ocho, I told you. I mean, look, we beat the kid up because I'm trying to say shot, and it's like pronounced Shook. I'm like, man, this guy here,
Tyler
he
Shook,
his ass off.
Yeah, he balling,
huh?
He balling. He balling.
Hell yeah.
I think was it last week? I mean, we were talking about the Saints, and I thought.
And I said, Ocho, what if he's the guy?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know. And Saints fans got on my head talking about, oh, we've seen enough. He's the future. I'm assuming maybe everybody likes him. Maybe he's the future. But I remember, it was somewhat of a merry-go-round, a quarterback carousel. It was Spencer Rattler, then it was him, and I'm not sure if they went back to Spencer. It might have been because of injury or whatever. But then Shook came back, and since he's come back, he has not relinquished that starting spot.
And is not going to relinquish it.
No, yeah.
Damn, Cam Jordan had another sack. Chase Young took the ball out of Cam Ward's hand and ran a touchdown.
Yeah, I saw that.
He's starting to look like the number 2 overall draft pick.
Yeah.
This is what they envisioned. I mean, obviously, Washington, he was Defensive Rookie of the Year, goes to the Pro Bowl. He tears his knee. He's not the same player. Bounce goes to San Fran. He plays okay, but he wasn't great there. Right. He's found a home here in New Orleans. Mm-hmm. And he looks like the number 2 overall pick.
Yeah.
Sometimes you look at him, you question him, like, damn, son. You that big, that strong, that fast, you got to give me a little bit more effort than that.
Right.
But I love the way he's bounced back this year. I love the way he's played. But Tyler Shook has played extremely well, Ocho. Mm-hmm. Kellen Moore is another guy can dial it up, Ocho.
Oh yeah.
He can dial it up.
Oh, yeah. Matter of fact, that might be a reason why they look the way they do.
Yep, so absolutely. So the Saints, 6-10. 34-26 victory over the Titans. All right, guys, we're gonna get you out of here after this.
Where we
It's been a
going?
long day. It's been a long day.
We leaving?
Time for our final segment of the evening. It's time for Q and A.
Damn, man, we just started.
Kemper Norwood Jr., Ocho, I think you'd be good at being a comedian. You'd be great at coming up with jokes. Do you have a joke for us tonight?
Hey, give me 2 minutes. Let me think. Let me think of something good because my last 3 jokes have been phenomenal. I'm talking about they've been really good. So I can't give you a dud. Just let me think of something real good. Let me think of something good. I'm gonna come back to it.
H-Bell OG almost called 911 the way the Eagles D-line harassed the Bills tonight. They put Josh Allen under duress. It was that one turnover, Ocho. I don't know what he was thinking. I mean, he's talking about that was a forward pass. No, bro, the ball slipped out of your hand and went way, way, way back, and they end up getting points out of that. And that's the one thing that he cannot do. You cannot turn the ball over, Josh. You know that.
Yeah, and that's been his problem. That's been his Achilles heel, and he somewhat stopped doing it. Yep. And tonight was one of those nights where he tried to put everything was on him, Unc. He had to put the team on his back, and he just couldn't get it done tonight.
Yep. I'm GLYN for real. Let's go. Hey, Unc and Ocho. Thank you, guys. Thank you for support. Bavin Patel, Steelers absolutely hosed by no call on pass interference on Denzel Ward. NFL had to make sure Steelers lost so ratings will be great for next week versus the Ravens for the division. Man, stop that. That wasn't no PI. You know damn well that wasn't no PI. ZZHD1. I can't lie, Unc and Ocho. The Bears will be a problem in the playoffs, and Cam Ward is him. He's getting better and better. Got to put some more weapons around him, though.
That's it.
Bryce G5W. So, I came on last week about my dog being sick. Well, she passed today. Took her down to see our family for the week in Warner Robins. We made it back to the house. She passed. R.I.P. Bella May. She was hell when she was well. Man, I'm sorry to hear that. Anybody that has a pet, you know it's almost like a family member passing. So we're sorry to hear. Hopefully she didn't suffer a whole lot and Bella crossed that rainbow bridge. A. Neil wins. The Bears, the Niners, the number 1 seed, 49ers and 4. I mean, everybody still has a chance. The Bears have a chance.
Yeah.
Seattle has a chance. Can the Rams get the number 1 seed? If the 49ers win, the 49ers would be the number 1 seed, wouldn't they? I don't think the Rams can get the number 1 seed. I'm trying to see if the Tar Hockey 33. I, as a Bears fan, have no problem with the loss. We fought hard. Our franchise quarterback made play after play after play.
Oh, yeah.
We just didn't win. To all the haters in the chat, y'all STF, y'all don't know a D thing.
No, they can't. With the Bears losing, they can't.
Okay. So it's either the Bears, the 49ers. The Bears can't be the number 1 either? It's either the 49ers or Seattle. Okay. Pappy Ray 9445. Unc Ocho, how caffeinated were NFL players before kickoff? Coffee, Red Bull, caffeine pills, or were there some guys just naturally wired? I mean,
everybody was different.
Yeah,
everybody they, got some that do caffeine, some just take the smelling salt. I mean, everybody had a different routine, right? It depends on who you are.
I mean, the fen used to be a big thing back then. Man, that thing make you, your heart may feel like it's about to jump out your chest.
The who? What is called?
Fen.
Okay.
But NFL, they cut down on that. They're like, no, you're not finna do that. You're not finna down our watch. But yeah, guys drink coffee. I mean, look, I couldn't take anything. I'm already too amped. Vault OFJS 8974 Unc Ocho Ram fan here. We fumbled the number 1 seed. Shaking my head. I'm confident in our offense, but that secondary scares me a little. This is going to be an exciting playoff on the NFC side. You're absolutely right.
Very, very good one.
Absolutely right. JSP Reezy 55-44. All hail Strahan, still 16 game sack leader. Facts. That code 18-12. The Patriots versus the Bears in the Super Bowl. Oh, y'all, I called it. Oh, y'all want y'all get back. Because they beat the hell out y'all. The Bears beat the hell out y'all last time they played. The 85, that was 85. Drew 10 _ what's up, Unc and Ocho? What do y'all think about the Vikings going after Mac Jones with those weapons? O'Connell, I think he can go back to Mac 10. If I'm not mistaken, Mac Jones signed a 2-year deal, so you'd have to trade compensation to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Philip Esco 3192. What's up, Unc and Ocho? Today, Monday, we need to read. It's my 34th birthday, and I was wondering if I could get a birthday shout out. I also be grateful if you could shout out my wife Brittany. She calls y'all my lullaby. Yes. Philip, happy 34th birthday. I don't know why I set you back 3 years. And Brittany, you get included in this also, even though it's not your birthday.
Happy birthday.
Hey, thank you. Man, thank you for the support, man. We really appreciate you guys supporting us for as long as you have, as much as you do. You guys make it all worthwhile. You all make it worth that makes it possible for us to do what we do. All these awards that you see behind me and the Ocho is because of you guys. If your word of mouth is your ears and your eyes. So we can't thank you enough. And thank you for helping us. Hey, we really trying to get that $2 million by Super Bowl.
We need that.
I think what we at now? 1.93? We're at 1.935. Come on, chat. Come on, y'all can get us to 2 million. I know there's somebody out there that ain't subscribed. Tell them to make sure to hit that like button and subscribe button while they're at it. Patrick Rendon, 32-18, Week 18, Steelers versus the Ravens. Winner goes to the playoff. Losers fire their head coach. What's next for Rodgers if Steelers lose? That's the question. It seems like he's having fun. The question, does he want to come back, put himself through that, an off season, put himself through another 17-week season at age of 42 years of age? That's a question that only he can answer. Kevin Boak Knight, my defense struggled now, but we pitch shutout in the Super Bowl. Bank on it. Hashtag 49ers. Hey, look. Seattle has an offense. The Rams have an offense.
Crazy.
The 49ers have an offense. The Eagles are more defensive sound than offensive. Yes. They struggled a little bit. But the NFC is going to be really, really, really interesting. It's going to be really, really interesting.
Really good.
Trayvon Whitaker, why you be yelling at Ocho like he Ravens head coach? Tell Harbaugh, get him, Ocho. Kawhi's been looking great lately. T.S. Cardwell's detail. Kawhi been looking great. 4 games, 32, 41, 28, 55. Damn, he had 55 tonight. Harden's been looking well also.
Mm-hmm.
Elmer Velasquez, Unc Ocho, hope y'all had a great holiday. Y'all think Tyler Shook wins Offensive Rookie of the Year over McMillan. Shook even swept the Panthers 5-3 at the starter. Who they? Ocho, okay, you can say foot and ball. I think McMillan's going to get it. I really do. I thought Henderson had a chance, the Patriots running back.
Yeah.
Because he had some big runs, but he got nicked, and so I think McMillan's going to win it.
Yeah. Rookie of the Year?
Yep.
Yeah, he's nice.
Jason Zeldorf, I hope Unc goes for the ZZ top beard look. Just needs to wear a cowboy hat. I don't mean the Dallas Cowgirls hat. I ain't going for that ZZ top. That, Ocho, that wouldn't come way down here.
Yeah.
Nah, we gonna keep that thing.
Hey,
I'm gonna say, I gotta go to January 7th. January 7th would be a month.
Do the Philly beard. Yeah, that thing will look nice now.
Arranged by JT, Huntley over Lamar is like Jason Whitlock type analysis. Okay. Robbie Pate, as much as these 45% of people in chat want Huntley to start, we all know Lamar is not missing this game. Buddha Bag, you know good and well you wouldn't want Kubiak starting if y'all had a chance to make the playoffs just because LL is 100%. I wouldn't go for Lamar. I wouldn't, nor would Lamar. 8 will play. No, if John's not healthy, the healthiest guy's going to give you the best chance to win. If his legs, Lamar Jackson is not the same without those legs. Y'all know that. Then the first thing that you hollered against when he didn't run the ball against Kansas City, he ain't run the ball. Why you care? So if he can't run the ball, if he can't get out of harm's way, why do you care? Because what's going to happen then, if things don't go according to your plan, he can't get away from Highsmith and he can't get away from those guys. I don't know why he started him. You know it was hurt. I know you know what's coming, Ocho. Red Hood, I understand you, Unc, but you got to remember this is the Steelers. We saw how well that worked last time against the Bengals, rather than win with Lamar with a chance to the Super Bowl than potentially losing without him on the bench. Bro, with that defense, y'all not going to no Super Bowl. You're not. I mean, Malik Willis is gonna get a big contract thanks to you guys. He gonna get a big contract, Ocho.
Yeah. Oh, he played really well, boy. I'm talking about really well.
Lotus Pod, the Bills band, the idiot fan who shoved Lamar in week 1 for life. Yeah. The NFL is going to ask Detroit why didn't they take action against this gentleman when it was brought to them that he had said things and it was corroborated by people in the stands. The NFL is going to want to know why. And the Lions are going to have some very tough questions to answer. Because if not, guess what? DK can sue. Y'all put me in harm's way. LeVar 4. The two hardest professions are law enforcement and athletes. The only two jobs where fans and citizens can harass and provoke you while you're at work. And Cap a lot. If yours continues to win and look better than Tua, do you guys think Tua will save McDaniel's job? I'm not so sure McDaniel's is in trouble as much as we previously thought, Ocho.
No, I don't think Mr. Ross wanted him to leave anyway.
I don't think so either. Jatorian Fox, Lamar has a back and hamstring injury, Ocho, trying to get that man killed. Eagle fan 78, sup, Unc Ocho. Thank you for everything y'all do. Texans, Eagles feel like a very similar defense keeps them in. Who's better and why? The Texans. I'll take the Texans defense, Ocho.
Yeah, absolutely, man. But that Texans defense is, hey, Unc, boy, them boys playing some ball, boy.
Hell yeah.
And they playing some ball.
It's Matty, Unc Ocho. Y'all got for award. Super Bowl matchup, Rams, Bills for me. This is the easiest path Josh Allen ever had. Look.
I agree.
It is. His nemesis, his kryptonite is out. My homeboy in the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
Tim's bed. If Ocho was a GM, he would like the guy in movie Dictator. Everything is okay about a player, then give the sign to cut it. Nasa Du said, can my Giants get a little more love? It was the Raiders, but shout out to Wandale for reaching 1,000 yards this season and no concussions for Dart when he ran. Bro, how many games did the Giants won? 4? The day with their third win? Bro, y'all got 3 wins. Y'all get a pat on the head. Mike, what's up, Unc and Ocho? With this week being Fantasy Football Championship, can y'all start a league next year with Nightcap Crew? I want to see if Ocho react to playing Lamar while hurt. Love the pod. Keep it up. Yeah, we might look into getting us a league.
I like that.
All I know is I can beat Ocho.
In what?
Fantasy.
Man.
TM 5179. Panero shouldn't have kicked the touchback. Field position is everything in a 2-minute for drill. Yep, because you start the ball, you start off at the 35-yard line. Junior _ triple I. If what Jay Glazer reported is true, DK should be on the field against the Ravens. And that lying racist bum should be banned from all NFL events for life. You're right. But the NFL also want to try to relieve themselves from culpability because you know he's going to include them. So NFL said, we didn't know about this. We took steps once we found out about this. When did you know? What did you know? And what did you do about it, Ocho? John Pallister, you guys think Dan Campbell missing Ben Johnson as a coach this year? Hell yeah. Also, who got the Lions, Bears next Sunday? I got Bears. I got the Bears.
Yeah.
I have the Bears. That concludes this episode of Nightcap. We want to thank each and every one of you for joining us tonight. Made it fun. You watched the San Francisco 49ers win by the score of 42-38 over the Chicago Bears. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit the like button and go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. Y'all know me. I'm your favorite Unc. That is Chad Ochocinco Johnson. If you're looking to purchase a bottle of Shea by Laportier and you cannot find it in a state or city near you, head to LaportierCognac.com. You can order the OG bottle, which is the $750, or the mini, that's $375. Same great taste, same great quality, the same smoothness, just a better price point. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. Go follow my media company page on all of its platforms, Shay Media, and my clothing company, 84. That link is pinned in the chat. We want to thank our special guest, Jalin Noel, and Jags wide receiver, Parker Washington, who's had back-to-back 100-yard games, played extremely well against the Broncos and the Colts today. Thank each and every one of you for joining us tonight. We'll see you tomorrow night after the Rams-Falcons. I'm Unc. He's Ocho. Thank you again. We're out. Peace.